Yes, welcome back to the Sports Show. Well, I'm feeling a lot more confident now, having spoken with the athletics people, the basketball people. I think the Olympics are going to be absolutely fantastic. The next couple of weeks you'll be riveted to the TV screen, and it's on at a great time. You know, perfect. We don't have to get up at 2 or 3 in the morning to watch it, mate. So it is absolutely perfect. I want to talk to you about the AFL just in this closing segment, mate. So everybody's heading towards lockdown right now.
Yeah.
Could have the AFL looked at having a bye this weekend?
Absolutely.
And foregoing the bye that they have, the bye just before the finals?
Absolutely, because no one likes the bye. Nobody likes the bye.
Well, the players certainly don't. The coaches certainly don't.
This is a perfect opportunity to say, okay, let's pull the plug for a week, bang, no round, and just play that round in the last round.
So if we wind the clock back, the reason the bye came in was, of course, some of the coaches, as they were making the run into the finals, decided not to play their best team. They rested a couple of players.
That's right.
So the AFL felt that wasn't a good look for the game, which it wasn't. We agree with that.
Yeah.
But then they thought the only way to avoid that is, okay, we'll throw the bye in, and that way the games will be better in the finals. But it would appear that the games actually haven't been better.
Well, I don't think they will be.
Well, you lose the momentum of playing.
Well, you do. You lose your little sore spots and your little, you know, you might lose them, but you lose that running. You lose the physical contact that you would have week in, week out. So you can become heavy-legged. Now, I've spoken to a couple of players about it, and they've gone, well, it took me a while to get going. Whereas had they played the week before, maybe they wouldn't have taken that while to get going. I don't like the bye. The bye to me is ridiculous because you get to the end of the season, everybody's pumped. Finals are coming up. Everyone's pumped. So everyone's looking for games.
And then you take a break.
And then you get no games. You get no game. You get nothing for a week. And really, it's 2 weeks, isn't it? Because, you know, they don't play till the following weekend.
So are we rewarding the teams that have been able to get their players into the finals the choice of saying, if I want to rest you because you're carrying a niggling injury, I can? And that's my reward for playing great during the season, as opposed to, we'll make it an even playing field for everyone, so everyone gets the week off. I like the idea of, I finish first or second, and the game I'm playing against doesn't matter. I get a chance to rest some of my players, because I guarantee you the coaches are sitting there going, I can't rest too many, because if we play poorly, that's not the form we want to go into.
That's right.
So what you said, we've been playing a certain system to create winning. I'm happy to rest a couple of blokes and continue winning. I'm not going in there pulling out 8 blokes to lose the game, because I guarantee you, if the coach does that they won't go into the grand final.
Well, that's right.
So there's a limit to how many you can leave out without affecting your momentum moving into the finals.
Exactly right.
It's a fine balance. So
yeah.
All right, while we're on that subject, right now the ladder, we have Melbourne in first spot, Bulldogs second, Geelong third, Port in fourth, Brisbane fifth, Sydney sixth. Is that about the cut-off now?
I think so. They're in.
Okay, so that's the 6 as we see it. All right. Then you've got West Coast that are 9 and 8, Essendon 8 and 9, Richmond 8 and 9, Freo 8 and 9, St Kilda 8 and 9. Could you see any of those really threatening for a grand final run?
The flag? No. Richmond at full tilt may, but I don't think they're playing well enough either.
No, well, the last time...
And they just lost Dusty.
I was about to say, lost a key. Yeah, gee, we hope he's okay too.
And I've always said, Phil, that the team that goes into September with their full squad is the team you need to watch and worry about. Because each of those top 6, as you mentioned, if they go in at full strength, maybe hard to beat.
All right, now, just for the moment, if the grand final was to be played tomorrow, who would be the 2 teams you would think, right now with what we're seeing... What we've seen this year, would you see now? Right now,
I'd say the Western Bulldogs would be one. And you'd probably have to say Geelong. I'm not a Melbourne fan. They played really, really well against Port Adelaide a couple of weeks ago, mind you. Really well.
They weren't really good on the weekend.
And they weren't.
And they've had a couple of those.
That's their issue. That's their issue. Had they played like that against Port Adelaide a couple of weeks, they would have got belted. But they didn't. They played like a top side. So they're a bit iffy. Geelong have been consistent. Western Bulldogs have certainly been up and about. But even both of those sides are getting their little pants every now and then. But they all are. But like I say, I don't think the Bulldogs have got too many blokes sitting on the sidelines at the minute. I don't think Geelong have got too many sitting on the sidelines at the minute. Port Adelaide, you probably saw in the press earlier this week, we'll probably get about 4 back. And more to come. That are pretty close to coming back. So they could roll into the finals at full whack as well. And if they do, they'll be hard to beat on the Adelaide Oval if they get a double chance.
So if you had a look at the weekend, this is how hard, this is how well the AFL's done in balancing this out.
Yeah.
Right now, if you said, based just on the weekend's games that you saw, who's in the grand final? Do you think it's Port Adelaide and Sydney?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
It wouldn't be hard to say that,
no,
would it?
That's right. That's
I
right.
mean, you could pick anyone. You could throw a blanket over the six and go, right now, any one of them is a good chance.
No problem. Sydney is the interesting one.
Yep.
They've been wrapping Sydney up in the last few weeks. Yet they were ordinary at the Adelaide Oval a couple of weeks ago against Port.
Yeah.
So anybody can beat anybody if you don't turn up with your game.
Ready to go.
If you don't turn up ready to go against, especially that top six, if you don't turn up against them, you're going to get belted. So
right. Let me ask you about the SANFL. Glenelg, of course, sitting top of the ladder, 14 straight wins for them. Then you've got the Eagles. Then you've got North, who've just soared. About 6 weeks ago, we said they were the sleeper. They've shot up to third. Then you've got South and Norwood. So that's your 5. Then just underneath them, so Norwood, South and North all sit on 8 wins, 6 losses.
Yeah.
Then you've got Port on 7 and 7. And Sturt have been, they've beaten a couple, but they're 6 and 8. But can Port get in? Can they sneak in there?
Well, think about that.
So 4 go up, there's 4 that come down.
That's right. If 4 go into the AFL, you've got 4 to come out.
Yeah.
Of course they can.
All right, who gets bumped then?
Who gets bumped out of there?
Who get bumped? It's either North, South or Norwood.
Well, that's a really difficult question, isn't it? Because they're all playing pretty well.
They're playing pretty decent.
And South and North are both...
Well, South set up in the second spot there for quite a while this year. So
Norwood are the sneaky ones. They've come from, we thought, oh, hell, you're in a bit of trouble,
to fifth, sitting on 5th on percentage.
And they're not playing badly.
No.
So that's a tricky one. But if Port do get a few back and start winning some matches, then someone's going to miss out.
Yeah, not sure about the SANFL this weekend, of course, with COVID and the lockdown, what may happen. Hey, time for us to go. Hope you've enjoyed the show, everybody. We'll look forward to your company next week if we can avoid the lockdown.